Hi, folks. This week on episode 10 of the Rusty and Jan Show, we'll be discussing the relationship between folk music and faith.
Yes, we hope you had happy religious holidays, and we'd like to talk about how it affects us and our music and your music. A lot of us have started out playing at the 6 o'clock Mass and other faith-based services.
Yes, it's true. Sometimes your house of faith or your folk music community provides the first steps towards developing your music career.
It's true. And we also have a great interview with our partner, Lance Fingles, who you may know from Flute 66.
Yes, and Rusty will be talking to you about our time in providing music in respective communities of faith during his Senior Moments segment.
Jan will give you all the music news in our community, and George will tell you all about the changes coming at the Melalotti Cafe.
So, if you're ready, let's get started with
The Rusty and Jan Show! When the world comes crashing down on us, they're always there, and they're always happy company because they care, oh yes, they care, and when you need to take out pain, well, no one else will do. Dial the phone or go on Zoom, thank God there are friends like you. I said, thank God there are friends like you. We'd like to start out by playing a song I wrote with a friend of mine named Frank Rocks for men on a religious retreat who are walking towards sobriety.
or just about times when we turn to our faith or community to help with daily struggles.
I know that sometimes the prayer for sobriety can be about for just one day, if that's what can be attained. And if you get one day, then you're good. Here's a song called Just for Today. Just for today, I'm in love, loving each moment alive, lifting my spirit, lifting my soul, soaring like an eagle through the sky. God grant me serenity to accept what I can't change, and the courage to change what I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Let this be my daily plan. I want to live for this day, not in the past days gone by, or in the future that has yet to come. I want to sing, I want to fly. God grant me serenity to accept what I can't change, and the courage to change what I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Let this be my daily plan. I'm living just for today, from the rising to the setting of the sun, learning new songs and dancing new steps to the beat of a different drum. The world plays a tired old song, I choose not to hear. 'Cause I have no heart, you've given me soul. In you, God, all my days become years. God, grant me serenity, except that I can't change. Courage to change what I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Let this be my daily plan. God, grant me serenity to accept what I can't change, and the courage to change what I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Let this be my daily plan. Let this be my daily plan. Let this be my daily plan. And now it's time for Giggin' with Jan.
Welcome back to Giggin' with Jan. We're excited about our upcoming guests over the next couple of months. On April the 12th, we will feature the delightful music of Michael London. On April the 19th, our guest will be the soulful Eric Sollenberger. And on April 26th, we will talk to Morgan Alexa as she sets off to define her musical future. Rusty, remember when Morgan first came out to Melalani?
She was just a little girl. She's about 11 years old.
Yeah, now she's graduating high school.
Yes, we're very proud.
Yes.
What else is going on, Jan?
Well, venues are reopening as more people are becoming vaccinated. As previously discussed, at Melalani Cafe is booking outdoor performers. Please contact me if you're interested in scheduling something. The Cosmic Cafe on Boathouse Row has also started booking outdoor performances. It's a really great venue.
Beautiful venue outside with all the people skating up and down the street. It's just a nice place to play.
Nice organic food. Peg's great,
Peg is the best.
except for George.
Yes. Well, Peg and George would be good, wouldn't they?
Yeah. If you know of any other venues that are opening up for entertainment, please let us know and we'll include them in our segment.
Yes.
Our good friend Mara Levine was featured on Woodstock Wednesdays on March the 24th. Her recorded performance can still be viewed on www.woodstockfolkfestival.org.
And if you want to see her, she was at the last PASA event along with
Arlen Bennett,
and
Randy O'Neill, I believe.
yeah, so it's definitely worth a look-see.
A number of festivals have been confirmed. Here are the ones that I've heard about so far. But if any of you have any others, please let us know in comments and we'll add it. PFS Spring Thing will take place virtually on Memorial Day weekend. That's May 28th through the 31st. Tickets are on sale now at pfs.org.
We'll be there.
Yep, we will. The Philadelphia Folk Festival will also take place online on August the 19th through the 22nd. For more information on that, visit pfs.org.
We'll be there.
Yep. And X-Fest will take place on September 17th and 18th at the Country Creek Winery. For more information, visit xfsmusic.org.
Yes, I've heard they're much more tolerant to grandparents now, but it's down the line about 20 years.
Yep. And it looks like PFS Fall Fling will take place in Green Lane, Pennsylvania, with limited attendance to adhere to Montgomery County's Board of Health protocols. It will take place from October 1st through the 3rd, so make sure you visit pfs.org for your tickets.
Well, let me just mention this. We're both vaccinated now. We're trying to rebuild our lives, and it's a little scary. And I know it's scary for you, too. So once you get to a safe level, try and get out there, try to have community again, and let's see if we can't get beyond all this crap. So.
Absolutely. But now let's see what's cooking at Melalani Cafe. It's time for
George's
George's
Corner.
Corner.
Hey everybody, and welcome to George's Corner. Happy Easter, everybody. As we enter April, we didn't have any music this weekend because of Easter, but this coming weekend we have music on Saturday and Sunday. On Saturday we have Julian Stewart from 1 to 4, and on Sunday we have Steve Simon with Arthur Rydell from 1 to 4 this weekend too. So we're kind of starting to do music on Saturdays and Sundays. This weekend we didn't have any because of Easter, but now we're kind of kicking it off. We had Rusty's birthday like 2 weeks ago, but now we're going to have music every weekend in the garden, socially distanced, and we ask that everyone wears masks. There's tables and fire pits. And we also have the open mic every Thursday, and you can sign up on Facebook. That's going really well. We always have full attendance for that. I always try to catch some of it. This week we have Lance Fingles as our guest. Lance has been performing at the cafe for a long time, and also he has supported the cafe in so many ways. Amazing songwriter and piano player, and musician in general. Lance and I have been through a lot of things. I would say not a lot, but some things. And I'm so happy to hear his interview. I'd like to thank Rusty and Jan again for doing this podcast and hosting the open mic. And Jan also books all the music, so if you would like to book any music with her to play on a Saturday and Sunday in like May or June, please reach out to Jan. I'd like to thank Jan and Rusty again, and I can't wait to see the show today. Thank you so much. Bye.
And now it's time for Rusty's Senior Moment. So, Rusty, I know that your Catholic upbringing had an effect on the musician you eventually became.
Well, I guess I am the result of whatever it is they did to me. Yes, it's true. I was a choir boy and an altar boy. I sang every Sunday at the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception in Camden for the 12 o'clock Mass, the High Mass. In high school, I joined the Catholic Youth Organization and met folk musicians for the 6 o'clock Mass. That's when a pretty girl named Ellie DeNatalie showed me a few chords, and the rest was history.
It always seems to be about a pretty girl.
Well, it used to be till I met you.
Aww.
Soon, I was getting involved with other religious events and holiday performances, like many of you.
And actually, Rusty, that's how I met you.
Well, that's true. Best Christmas present I ever had.
Aw.
Yes, we were both recruited to play Christmas Eve Mass 20 years ago last Christmas. That was the first time we ever played together. In fact, we still continue to play with John Demchek at Mary Queen of All Saints for special events when it's pandemic permitting. I felt like I was in good company also when with other performers who began in church, such as Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston, Little Richard, Ray Charles. Mind you, this only scratches the surface of churchgoers who do music. I also got involved with doing music for religious retreats in prisons and other places, which helps define my values and my own musical direction. Ultimately, I found my musical future was more about the community at large rather than being involved in smaller religious institutions. In the end, I was fortunate to have music at a very young age, which grew to be one of the most important aspects of my life. We wish you all spirituality this year and enlightenment during this holy time. Well, ladies and gents, we have a really exciting person with us today, someone who's very close to us personally. Plays in a band with us called Flute 66 and been around for a long while. And many of you will know our good friend, Lance Fingles.
Hi, Lance.
Hey guys,
How you
great to see you.
doing?
I'm doing good.
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 Doing good. I can't wait. We're talking this way, but soon we're
Good
going
to
to be in the same room together.
in more than a year.
Yes.
Our
Well,
last gig, our last gig was March 3rd, a year
oh
ago.
my God, that's amazing.
Can't believe
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
But we've learned a new technology. Now we know we can Zoom from our respective nursing homes.
There you go.
All right.
well,
Anyhow, we know that you've been involved in music in the Philadelphia and New Jersey area for quite some time. Have you always been in this area, or did you live somewhere else and play somewhere else?
No, I've always been in this area. I just haven't always played.
Uh huh.
I mean,
oh,
we had a band in high school, had a band in college, and
Uh-huh.
then I got married, and then I had no band.
So you laid off for a while. How long?
Yeah, well, I'd say between 25 and 55.
Yeah,
oh
30
wow,
years.
that
that's a
30
long.
lot.
years.
Yeah, it's a
But,
lot. Well, I
yeah,
mean, you've heard so many people that have said the same thing that they've had sabbaticals for one reason or another. But
well,
that's a lot.
life. Life
Life happens. Yes. Yes.
life happens, and I was just happy to one day I just said, I'm going to start playing again.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
way it was with me.
Right.
And I've always had my bass player, Chuck Darrow.
Right.
Chuck and I have been playing together since 1973,
Uh huh.
and
Yeah.
we've had bands Gunk and Whiplash, and I don't even know Eldon Gun with Keith. Keith was in it. We were in a band with Keith
Oh, I
called
didn't know that.
Yeah, Keith and Howard. Me, Chuck, Keith and Howard called Eldon Gun. Short lived,
Uh huh.
but we had we played twice.
Yeah.
It was
I
kind of
always
cool.
wondered. I know you and you and Chuck were continues to be nitrous, and I always wondered what about this obsession you have with inhalants. I never really understood.
Well, when we were at State College,
Uh-huh.
we spent a lot of time with the old Whippet.
Okay. Whip it good.
Absolutely. So yeah, I've always been playing in this area. I just haven't been playing.
Uh-huh. How big of an area do you think? I mean, you play Jersey, you play the Northeast and everything.
When
So,
when Nitrous reformed, it was me, Chuck, and Karen Kessler.
right.
We we played
It kind
Jersey.
of brought us together. Yes. Uh-huh.
That's how actually we met you through Karen,
Right.
right?
Right.
Exactly. Uh-huh.
And you came to one of our gigs
Uh-huh.
at maybe it was at Dobbs.
No, it
Nope.
was
Oh,
lickety split.
Right.
okay.
We
Right,
were playing at it.
right.
Actually, we were one
Yeah.
of the acts.
Yeah.
That's right. So
And Karen was going on about how you were such a big Jethro Tull fan. I'm like, oh, really?
I don't know. Am I?
Well, it appears to
I would
be.
say you are, which brings us into our second question. Who are your influences?
Well, I'd be a liar if I didn't say Jethro Tull. I found myself sometimes when I listen to the way I intonate some of my singing, I have a tendency to copy. I think the way Ian Anderson sings, like his style a little bit, which I
I
don't I
think
don't
you
say that
mentioned
as a
that.
good thing,
No,
but
I remember a time when, and you were probably there. You might remember when I was very young. Everybody sounded like Cat Stevens. It was like everywhere you went, it was terrible. Or
you know what
James Taylor.
I've had that.
Yeah, I know. I
I've
know.
had that. and we did Wild World. So,
Yeah, yeah, right, right.
Are there any genre? Who else? Do you have any other influences?
well, my favorite songwriters are really Ray Davies
Uh-huh.
and Paul Simon.
Huh.
Just as quality. One of the first songs we've done together is "Duncan" by Paul Simon,
That's right.
Right,
and
I remember.
I think both those guys, like, one's the English version, one's the American version,
Right.
and they're just their songwriting is just so excellent. They can tell stories, and I not and I'm nowhere near their quality, but I aspire.
You aspire.
Yeah.
We all aspire to be something.
Well, I'll
Yes.
tell you, I remember the night that we sang Duncan in the kitchen, and I'm always happy to find someone who doesn't get thrown by my harmony, who can just do their lead part, and I don't have to worry about anything else. And
Well, see,
I
to
can
me,
go
it's
for
just
a
the
ride.
opposite. I'm glad that I don't have. I'd rather be able to sing and not have to think about harmony.
I know.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
But,
you do know, obviously.
it all
But
works out. Yeah, yeah.
But you know what? You're getting better at that all the time.
Oh, but even more than that, we
it's,
have had some moments with some of the music we've made.
yeah, I love doing singing at the arms.
Oh,
Oh,
sure, yeah,
Yep.
man, that's
absolutely.
one of my favorite songs to sing. I can't wait. It'll be
I
one of the
know.
first songs we do when we get together next week.
Exactly.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
How about genres? Any genres that you like in particular?
Well, I've always been a proud guy. Progressive music, Genesis, love Genesis, Peter Gabriel.
I could see that about you.
I thought he was going to say Proud Boys. I was worried for a second.
Not quite.
Okay.
I do have a rock side,
Okay.
but it's not quite that rocky.
As in Balboa? No, I'm joking.
Right. But yeah, I mean, well, same Kinks. Love Mott the Hoople. Love Mott the Hoople.
Huh.
To me, they were the ultimate. Really, to me, they're the ultimate rock pop band. Mott the Hoople.
Hell yeah. Okay.
One of these days, we're gonna do all the way from Memphis.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, you know what? Oh, later.
Yeah. But speaking of
Okay.
Memphis, I'm really looking forward to your piano on Walking in Memphis. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'll send you the sheet music for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. At some point, I guess we're actually going to do it.
I guess
We
it's going to
are.
happen.
Talking
Because
about
we're doing
for a
it
couple years.
now. We learned it as a result of the pandemic.
All right,
Some good things
Yeah.
came out of it.
and send me a version of you guys doing it
Yes.
too, if you have
We
it.
will.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So what compels you to regurgitate a song?
Well, let's talk about this song, "Urgency." All right,
Yes,
this
yes,
song
yes,
I'm going to
yeah.
do.
Uh-huh.
All right, this song, you and I, when we first became friends,
Uh-huh.
all right, we started playing with each other, and we became friends. We started having some pretty good philosophical discussions, and my songs aren't the same as they used to be. I used to do all these just great love songs. Not that they're great songs, but I mean they were all about love, and
Uh-huh.
they were always about me in one way or another. And my songs are still about me in one way or another, but I think they're much more depressing now. I don't know. I'm getting a little gloomy. It's more of my getting older,
Well,
and
they-
and
I-
and
I
my
had
songs
my
are relating a
gloomy-
little more to death.
Well, we do call you.
Yeah.
We do call us Jan and the curmudgeons sometimes.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
there's something to that.
And they say an artist has to have their blue period, to go and get to the other side. I may have had mine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
you
I don't really want to get to the other side, but
Yeah. Well, it can be good. Listen, Pop's Train is a lot of fun, and it's not about any of that stuff I used to complain about.
So you were saying you got into a philosophical conversation with Rusty, and
and it was really just about we're getting old.
Yeah.
And we're doing what we want to do. We enjoy playing, but whatever we want to do, it has to be now.
Right.
I mean, like we're going to start playing with a drummer, maybe hopefully like on a semi-regular basis.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's like the highlight. You go until you have a full band.
Mm-hmm.
Which is one step further than not quite a full band.
Sure.
And just keep ascribing to keep going and to do what we want to do. Like we recorded an album CD. It's about time. This was a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But if we didn't do it then, we probably never would get it done now.
Well, that's like Steve Croulet and Terry Ravel. And 20 years ago, we formed the Now or Never Club because we realized we were of an age where if we didn't do it now, chances are we weren't going to be able to do it later.
Yeah, I
So,
don't think he knows Steve Goulet.
oh, really?
We're about the Now or Never Club.
No, never heard of it.
Oh, no. No. A lot of
No.
But it sounds like a club I would have liked to have been in.
Tell him the rules, honey.
The rules are well, at the time, you had to be at least 40,
No, 50.
50, or female.
That's how I got in.
That's what Dan got it. Right.
And that was added.
Right.
Right.
One of the amendments. Anyhow.
So why don't you play Urgency for us?
Okay, so this song is about just doing what you got to do, or it's not going to get done. My life is complicated and I'm liking it that way. I try to keep placated, but I get caught up in my sweat. As I ponder my existence in this crazy little world, I have a sense of urgency that's making me unfurl. I have a good job by day. I like a steady pay. There's still so much to do. Yet this little rhyme is so hard to stay true before I get tired all the time. I feel a sense of urgency like I'm headed for the gate. There's still so much I need to do. I started so damn late. After work, I'm one set down the line. I go and make music and I revive. I put myself where I can win. I lost my definition of sin. Spinning down and up and round. I'm getting lost in my own sound. Life is a series of continuous changes, countless chapters and numbered pages. It's such a battle of Avery, I'm gonna miss that soul. I have a sense of urgency that I cannot control. I haven't the job I did. I need steady pay. My life is complicated and I'm liking it that way. I have a sense of urgency, I'm living day by day. The only thing consistent is my inconsistency. I have a sense of urgency that's paralyzing me. I put myself where I can win. I lost my definition of sin. Spinning down and up and round. I'm getting lost in my own sound. My life is complicated and I'm liking it that way. I have a sense of urgency, I'm living day by day. The only thing consistent is my inconsistency. I have a sense of urgency that paralyzes me. I have a sense of urgency that paralyzes me.
Yay! And that came out of a conversation with Rusty, huh?
Yes.
Sounds like a conversation somebody would have with Rusty.
Well, I know about being old.
And I can relate.
Here we go. Because someday you'll be there like me.
Well, I think we touched on some of the bands that you've played with. Gunk, Nitrous. What are some other ones?
Well, we had Whiplash.
Okay.
It's always really the same band. I'll be honest. It's always me and Chuck.
Speaking of Chuck, what would make you collaborate with a guy like Chuck?
You know what? Chuck and I have been buddies since 7th grade. And if he was here, he'd tell you I taught him everything he knows. You know, I taught him how to play bass.
Wow.
But he's taken it much further.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's a great bass player.
Good. We're lucky to have him. Yeah.
And yeah, to touch on, so can I talk about songwriting for a minute?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Chuck and I have been writing songs together for over 40 years. The way it usually works is he'll come up with some chord changes and and record them, right, and he'll make some kind of recording of the chord changes, and then he'll give them to me, and then I will change them. I will mold them into a song, and we've written probably like at least 25 songs that way.
Okay.
You know,
Sounds so you collaborate a lot with Chuck.
yes, I have some songs I write on my own, but I think some of my best songs, Chuck wrote a majority of the music too.
You know, it's I never really noticed this. We've talked to a lot of singer-songwriters, but not many that are partners in that prospect. Not many that write songs together.
Right. I mean, we've been together 20 years and we just now wrote our first song together. So, but yeah, I always knew that you had collaborated with him. I just don't think I realized to what extent you collaborated.
Yeah, I mean all the songs we do together, "Coming Home," "56," "Despite It All." Chuck wrote the music to all those.
Yeah, what do you know?
Wow.
No, I didn't write the music to any.
So you're a lyricist.
Yeah, I'm
So
the
you're the
lyricist.
Bernie Taupin to his Elton John.
No, that's terrible.
All right,
Compare
I'll cut
Chuck to
that
Elton
out.
John. No,
I'll
sorry.
cut that out.
Oh, you can leave it in there.
Yeah.
All right. So let's. What about Flute 66?
What's that all about?
So, I knew you guys ran the open mic Thursday nights, and I contacted you. I told you I wanted to play. I said, by the way, could you learn "Life's a Long Song" by Jethro Tull?
I remember.
And you said, yeah, sure.
What key?
So, so I came in, and you blew my mind, literally. I mean, you were doing the riffs that, I mean, I think, listen, I play songs, but I don't copy them. But you were copying those riffs that were just, again, oh my God, I can't believe this.
I mean, I rave about her, but it's almost like a cheap trick. I've got the best lead player around there because she's just so different from everybody else.
Well, I've always thought if you want something to be exact, write it out for yourself.
Right, right.
If I wanted to
the,
play Jethro
the,
Tull's riffs, then
but the
Like-
fact that you could write that out for yourself, I mean, there's Ian Anderson playing flute. I mean, he plays some crazy stuff.
I have my little tools that I don't divulge.
Yeah. So, what do you see as the future of Flute 66?
I hope this one gig leads to more gigs.
Yeah. What
And-
is the gig again?
Yeah,
Tell
let's-
us again.
Okay, June 11th at the North Penn VFW, which is in Glenside.
Mhm.
Very nice place. I've played there inside. Their open mics, and they have an open mic every Wednesday night, and so I've done that. And it's a real nice place. This is run by Lisa Cerrone, Music Mamas. They're the ones that are producing the show and hiring us.
I see.
Awesome. And Rusty, how did we get him into Flute 66?
Do you remember how that happened?
I think I remember how that happened. You were recording us, and Rusty was sitting next to the recorder and was singing harmony.
Yeah,
and you were
well,
like, huh.
yeah. So, listen, to me, when we did our nitrous gigs, it was like me, Chuck, and Karen. But by Tom, I'd lose my voice because I was the only one singing.
Yeah.
And you're trying to sing 3 hours, and like I'm just. I love not being. I love being just smaller singer. That's great.
Huh.
Yeah, I never knew that about you. See, this we keep saying this every time we do these interviews. We learn something about our friends that we think
Yeah.
we know everything,
Yeah. That's
and we
right.
learn something new every time.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. We wanna grow. Let's get Flute 66 is going to arise like the phoenix out of the ashes of the pandemic.
Yes, exactly.
Ooh, I like that.
But then, there's the other thing. There's the whole Lance Fingal thing. You've been doing internet radio and a a lot of things ahead of other people. Right now, a lot of people are starting to get into the media world, but
You've been it.
you've
You've
been
been.
doing it for a long
I
time, and
I have been, which
yeah,
surprising, to
you've
me.
always got a project. You got the B show coming up, so
Yeah.
even
Yes,
though some of your stuff might not be as regular as it once was, it's more thematic and to the point. It's more entertaining and interesting.
Yeah,
I
I thought that was an interesting concept when you came up with it. So tell us about the B show.
well, okay. So we're doing a show. It's tomorrow night. So actually, by the time this is on the air, it'll be over.
Oh, we know.
Okay, but when I just came up with the idea, I'm always trying to think of something different. We did the English Invasion. We
Right.
did. I don't even remember which. We do Dylan. We're going to do Dylan in May. We're still doing it this year.
Uh-huh.
And I wanted to just come up with some kind of different concept.
Sure.
Where everything be. I mean, it's pretty varied. We've
Oh,
had
absolutely.
all kinds of songs that have been suggested. You guys are doing some Gordon Lightfoot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
We're doing Bad Things by Chase Everett too.
Yeah.
So
So,
you may know that as the cool what was that show that was on
It was the vampire show, right?
yeah, vampire show True Blood.
Right.
Is
I
their
can't
theme
think of
song.
it, but I know if I hear it, I'll know it.
You'll know it.
yeah.
I'll
And you
know it.
always do whatever the project is. You get the same group of characters to come in. So that's always interesting because we all go off. We do our gigs. We don't get together. But then when you
It,
have
it
something,
surprises me that everybody like they all respond.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
we
let's
all
do
want to
it.
get together. We always want to check in on each other.
Yep.
It's been great that way. So yeah,
Yes.
I mean, you really do a service to the community on that level.
Who
You
are some
really
of the
do.
people that are playing for the B show?
Well, we have Keith Shaw, of course,
Right.
Alex Pepiak,
Nice.
Mike Bonney. Actually, Mike Bonney's not playing this show, but he's played other shows.
Uh-huh.
And the new Sam and Dave. That's my buddy Dave Wolf, who I used to be in Gunk with. Him
Uh-huh.
and his son, they always do Beatles stuff. Sound real good together. It's great to watch him play with his son. And Amy Duckett Wagner. Amy's been doing my shows
Right.
since Gas House Radio. You know,
Right. We met her through you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
and Keith, you met Keith through me.
That's right.
Exactly.
I just never knew you played in a band together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
He left that part out with his interview last week.
Oh, what? No, I didn't know that. Oh, that did what you. But
I mean,
we talk about the band and how it's the ultimate thing to get all the pieces together. But I don't think people realize how hard it is to corral all those personalities long enough to actually have something put together that's worthwhile. I mean, it takes time, but if you can't hang in there for the time, then you never get it done.
Right.
Everybody's got a life,
Right.
and different responsibilities, and
Sure.
it's hard.
Yeah.
So when do you
Yeah.
think they're going to start Melody Live Thursday nights?
Uh,
I think
there's been some discussion about maybe as it gets warmer we can try one outside one and see how it goes.
personally, I'd rather just stay outside. The space that's we're using now is much bigger than what we had to
Yeah,
work
what
with
space
inside.
is that?
It's
Where's that
over on
garage?
the side of the building. It's over on the left-hand side, and there's a bunch of garages there. So there's a big parking lot that's empty, and
There's a
yeah,
flower shop there.
a flower shop, but they set up benches and all. So you get a couple easy ups and stuff. That could be a great.
It's a really nice
spot.
space over there.
Over the summer. That could be a great spot. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
So,
Well, that's all the questions we have.
well, that's about it. Well, brother, how much we love you and how much we look forward to seeing you.
In person.
Yes, and actually touching each other. That'll be just an amazing experience, don't you
Well,
think? Dan?
next Wednesday, I hope.
Yes, yes.
Are you
Exactly.
are you not telling me something?
Oh, what? Look, it's been
You don't know everything, Jan.
No, exactly.
You want to touch Lance?
Well, whatever. Like I said, it's been a long time, so give me a break. So,
All right.
all right, very good, my friend. So,
Thanks for having me.
Oh no, thanks for doing this with us, and we'll see you soon.
And why don't you play another song for us? Take us out.
Exactly.
Okay.
All
See
right.
ya.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, this is a song called You, Me, and Joe. About a ride that my wife and myself took down to the Magic Kingdom, and we listened to Joe Jackson on the whole ride. Hence, You, Me, and Joe. It was the three of us. I never thought I'd ever write another song for you. I thought that my love song right the days were through. But then we took a trip down 95, and for the first 8 hours of the ride, nothing but Joe Jackson on the CD drive. We talked about the last 40 years or so. We talked about how our connection lost its glow. But then we talked about what would it take to make it grow. I think we found what we needed, just you, me, and Joe. I think we found what we needed, just you, me, and Joe. To be a happy, loving couple, we're gonna have to refriend. We'll be a happy, loving couple, 'cause we're fools in love again. Fools in love again. It wasn't easy, but I think that we're closer. It was a bumpy little journey, and I'm glad it's not over. I know it was a drastic move, but we had to find our groove. We found what we needed, just you, me, and Joe. I think we found what we needed, just you, me, and Joe. I think we found what we needed, just you, me, and Joe. We are nitrous.
Well, folks, we want to take a moment to thank you for showing up every week and supporting us with this new stuff as we embark on this new experiment in media.
While it could be tricky to talk about faith, we felt it was also important to acknowledge the musical experience so many of us had in these communities. We hope you liked it.
Next week, our good friend Michael London will join us as our special guest, and I look forward to hearing how he spent his pandemic days and what music resulted.
But first, we'd like to end with a song that Rusty wrote in quest for spirituality.
I was inspired one time when my nephew was on a religious retreat and came back saying that what he felt from the weekend was that he wanted to be more like a window, to be more transparent, and to be more available. And so I wrote this song. It's called Like a Window. I'm only one made by your son, living in this crazy world until my life is done. I know I've been blessed, but I must confess my days are filled with mindless tasks. I seek another quest. Let me be a window for your love. Just shine through me with your message from above. Save me from temptation that would cloud the truth you speak. Shine through me so others can be reached. Your plan for the world depends on us, I've heard. We can follow in your path, guided by your word. If you could use me to help make us free from traps our daily lives can bring that keep us far from thee. Let me be a window for your love. Just shine through me with your message from above. Save me from temptation that would cloud the truth you speak. Shine through me so others can be reached. Shine through me for all to let me try to give you thanks for all you've done for me. And if it's your way to use me every day, I look to you to see me through. And starting out, I pray, let me be a window for your love. Just shine through me with your message from above. Save us from temptation that would cloud the truth you speak. Shine through us so others can be reached. Shine through me so others can be reached. Shine through us so others can be